my dad was crippled. He had one leg was like a couple of inches shorter than the other. And the reason being was when my mom was pregnant for her fifth child, I'm 7. But when my mom was pregnant for her 5th child, my dad was in a really, really bad car accident. And he ended up in a body cast, is what they called it. And it was from under the armpit, around the chest, all the way down to the leg that was broken or crushed or whatever it was. And so by that, he lost muscle mass, and it caused his leg to shrink. So he didn't have good balance. And he immediately said to my mom, come grab the wheel. And they made me and my sister at the time go underneath the bottom bunk. And my dad was out there trying to secure everything that needed to be secured. We didn't have ice chests. We had what they called ice boxes. And it was a big box that you put ice in, and that was your, that's where you kept your cold stuff, which was outside on the other side of the cabin. So that was a very terrifying experience, traumatic experience from my younger years. We made it home safely. Praise God. I think we may have lost the top of the ice box. I'm not sure. But God was with us. Yes. And the next traumatic thing that I had happen to me when I was on the boat, there was a couple of them. I was kneeling down, separating shrimp, and my dad had just picked up the trawl, picked it up into a point because we were going, that was our last run, and we were going to go and anchor out for the night. And while I was bending over, my mom made all my clothes. So when I was on the boat, I had halter tops because it was always hot. We had no air conditioning, right? So a crab fell from the highest peak of where that trawl was placed. And it fell. And when it fell with point down. And it stuck dead center of my back. I can feel him moving his feet trying to get out, but the shell was stuck in my back. So yeah, that was one event. Another event was, I didn't realize my dad had pulled the first load up and opened the trawl and the net, and usually when he did that, the crabs would run to the front of the boat and they'd hide along the cabin. And I stepped out of the cabin without my white rubber boots. Cajun Reeboks is what they call them in Louisiana. And, I was a kid. I was, 10, 11. That's when my experiences really started happening. And the crab got my little toe. That was a rough 2 weeks for me with that injury. So, yeah. So that's how my childhood growing up, on the shrimp boat was. And of course, when I wasn't on the shrimp boat, I was playing with the neighborhood kids, which were mostly family. And yes, we played Red Rover and, hide and seek and sitting on the streets. We did jacks, we did paper dolls, we did all of those things that the new generation would not even acknowledge. They wouldn't like it. So that's that for my childhood years. My dream as a kid was to grow up, have a family, you know, be a mom, be a grandma, and just love life with them. That was my goal. So in high school, I met someone, and well, I met someone earlier, and he was a senior. I was still in junior high, but he was a senior. He went off in the Marines. And I think I'm gonna end this story here and come back and tell you that story in my next video.